Digital strategies for vaccine distribution and administration. How cloud, artificial intelligence, AI, and machine learning, ML, technologies can improve the vaccine experience for citizens in COVID-19 and beyond. April 13, 2021. Abstract. The COVID-19 pandemic has put an enormous burden on public health, healthcare agencies, and organizations across the world. Experts from the Department of Health and Human Services, HHS, are leading vaccine development, while experts from the Department of Defense, DoD, have partnered with the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, CDC, and other parts of HHS to coordinate supply, production, and distribution of vaccines. However, successful rollout of the national vaccination program requires close collaboration among federal, state, and local healthcare entities for information dissemination and scheduling to the public. Additionally, there are a number of challenges for state and local agencies in communicating with the public on vaccination, rollout strategy, eligibility, and campaign management. These challenges include tracking patient and vaccine data, vaccine supply and demand logistics, and more broadly, data sharing across healthcare entities for the entire vaccine life cycle. This white paper outlines some of these challenges and provides an approach to address these challenges using the Amazon Web Services, AWS, cloud, digital communication, and cognitive intelligence technologies. Introduction. The White House recently published National Strategy for the COVID-19 Response and Pandemic Preparedness. This strategy outlines 7 major goals, of which mounting a safe, effective, and comprehensive vaccine campaign is a critical goal to ensure citizens can get vaccinated quickly and effectively. According to the data provided by the CDC, as of this publication date, the United States is currently administering an average of 1.58 million COVID-19 vaccine doses per day based on a moving 7-day average. 3 Achieving 80% herd immunity through vaccination within 1 year in the United States requires vaccinations at a daily rate of 1.75 million doses. 4 Efforts to ramp up vaccine administration are well underway by the federal, state, and local governments, healthcare providers, and vaccination sites. Vaccine administration volumes continue to increase, and trends are moving in a positive direction. 5 The CDC provided guidance on vaccine administration and management systems. 6 For supporting the planning and creation of COVID-19 vaccination clinics. However, as thousands of vaccination sites pop up across the nation to meet the demand, healthcare organizations and individual citizens are faced with increasing complexity of coordination that can get in the way of mass vaccination goals. This white paper explores the key challenges, as well as the AWS services that can be leveraged by public health departments and healthcare providers to increase the velocity of their mass vaccination efforts while improving citizen experience. Challenges with vaccine distribution and administration. Given the context of limited COVID-19 vaccine supply during the first few months of global vaccination programs, phased deployment of priority groups in many countries will take place by different criteria. The federal, state, and local Department of Health, as well as academic medical centers, hospitals, and clinics are challenged by the interim arrangements for vaccine distribution. Some of these interim challenges will continue to exist for the foreseeable future. This section outlines the challenges with vaccine planning, communication, and administration. Citizen education, outreach, and engagement. Citizens' questions. According to polls conducted by Gallup, 7 The Kaiser Family Foundation, KFF, at the Pew Research Center, vaccine acceptance rates will rise from about 50% in the summer of 2021 to more than 60%, and in one poll, to 73%. Still, large pockets of skepticism and resistance to vaccination remain. About half of the people surveyed in the KFF poll say that they don't have enough information about the vaccine's side effects or effectiveness, with higher shares of younger, Black, and Hispanic adults citing these information needs. 9 Citizens continue to have many inquiries pertaining to vaccine safety and efficacy. These questions are often directed to overburdened health systems. Handling these communications at scale is a major challenge for public and private healthcare agencies and organizations. Eligibility and registration processes. Having a multi-pronged engagement approach that provides information and education to help address citizens' questions and address hesitancy is necessary for continued adoption. Public health and provider systems are charged as the main sources of health information, and can serve as conduits for timely, accurate, and up-to-date information regarding COVID-19 vaccinations. Deploying technology solutions to maximize and automate citizen outreach and education utilizing web, voice, or chat can reduce the manual burden placed on our public health system and encourage vaccination acceptance, especially in communities where gaps in information sharing exist. AWS has a number of services to address the citizen outreach, engagement and communication challenges, including Amazon Lex, Amazon Connect, and Amazon Pinpoint. These services are discussed in detail in the Digital Strategy Framework section of this document. Access to vaccinations. As larger populations become eligible for vaccination, state and local departments of health are challenged with the task of deploying a coordinated approach for communicating vaccine eligibility criteria and creating visibility on appointment availability to maximize vaccination rates. 10 In some cases, healthcare systems are taking the lead in communication as they leverage their existing relationships with patients. Outreach to patients comes with its own set of challenges. Health systems need to aggregate clinical and demographic patient data to stratify which patients are eligible based on state criteria, develop scalable outreach and communication mechanisms for these populations, and implement operations that can efficiently meet the demand of incoming calls. This decentralized approach leads to frustrated citizens who make multiple phone calls and navigate various websites in search of appointments. Citizens eligible to receive vaccinations are facing challenges including a shortage of appointment availability, technical barriers, an information void, and transportation issues. Caretakers of elderly and dependents eligible for vaccines report they are spending hours looking for available appointments, adding themselves to waiting lists, and in some cases, driving for hundreds of miles for the vaccine. 11 Inbound calls to public health, health systems, and retail pharmacies are sharply on the rise, and in some cases, crashing call centers due to overwhelming demand. 12 Amazon Connect can help address this challenge. Vaccine data interoperability. Data exchange and digital communication strategies are essential components to a coordinated approach for national-scale vaccination. Technology systems across state and local public health jurisdictions vary widely. Some are utilized by vaccine administration sites, but in some instances, vaccination sites and providers implement their own technology. Health systems and clinics typically leverage electronic health record (EHR) systems to meet these functional requirements and adapt their workflow to capture the necessary data elements. Vaccine administration technology is leveraged to schedule vaccine appointments, capture administrative and billing data, track vaccine lot numbers, manage inventory, document side effects, supply operational metrics, and provide patients with access to their vaccine data. Interoperability of vaccination data between vaccine administration technology and EHRs across independent health settings is largely inconsistent across the industry. While mechanisms exist for data exchange, each technology owner is required to ensure appropriate configuration, and implementation has occurred between their system and other systems, including State or Jurisdictional Immunization Information System, IIS. EAS serves as the conduit for state immunization data into federal systems. Each state manages their EAS independently, and leverages different technology solutions to meet their immunization tracking needs. The Center for Medicare and Medicaid Services, CMS, provides policies on this interoperability. 13 is a starting point for clinical data interoperability. The Fast Healthcare Interoperability Resources, FHIR, specification enables this interoperability and electronic data exchange. The EAR works on AWS as an open-source software toolkit that can be used to create a EAR interface over existing healthcare applications and data. Health Data Repository for Vaccine and Immunization. Managing immunization information at scale for millions of citizens results in tens of millions of electronic health records that may come in disparate formats, such as images or EAR/HL7 messages. This data may be used by health systems and public health agencies for vaccine efficacy, research, and targeted outreach. The vast amount of information coming in requires highly scalable and flexible data lakes to store and process data that is format agnostic. Additionally, vaccine inventory management and tracking the status of vaccinations for large population requires databases that can provide high scalability and optimal performance. AWS has a number of services, including Amazon S3, Amazon DynamoDB, AWS Lake Formation, AWS Health Lake, and AWS Glue to address these challenges. Transparency in reporting outcomes and tracking program operations. Public health and private healthcare organizations that deal with immunization systems are often faced with operational challenges, including budget and enrollment model forecasting, fraud, waste, and abuse. As vaccination rates increase, transparency in reporting of outcomes and operational metrics are essential to maintaining trust with the public, as well as identifying targeted gaps for outreach efforts. To achieve these objectives, organizations can analyze data at scale and develop dashboards that provide deep insights to public and program leadership into operations and outcomes. AWS has number of services, including Amazon Kinesis Data Analytics, Amazon EMR, and Amazon Athena to address these challenges. Digital communication use cases. This section outlines a few use cases that demonstrate how cloud digital strategy help modernize COVID-19 vaccine distribution and communication processes. Automated experience for COVID-19 vaccine FAQs. Regulatory Guidance 14 and Answers to Facts 15 have been published by a number of trusted sources across government, academia, 16 and industries. Organizations can augment this content with answers to questions specific to their populations, and deliver it through multiple self-service channels powered by conversational artificial intelligence, AI. One solution can be integrating Chatbot with the Amazon Kendra service, a powerful, intelligent search engine powered by machine learning, ML. There are two ways to take advantage of Amazon Kendra's natural language processing model to enhance Chatbot's ability to understand human questions. 1. Use Amazon Kendra's FAQ queries to match users' questions to the answers in the Chatbot knowledge base. Kendra's machine learning models can handle many variations in how users phrase their questions, and this can reduce the amount of tuning needed for Chatbot to find the right answer from your knowledge base. 2. Use Amazon Kendra's document index as a fallback source of answers when a question/answer is not found in Chatbot's knowledge base. For example, AWS built a natural language questions and answers platform using Amazon Kendra to query the COVID-19 Open Research Dataset, CORD 19. 17. Targeted campaign management for pre-registration processes. Targeted campaigns via email and SMS text messages can be leveraged to proactively communicate with citizens and patients regarding COVID-19 vaccine availability. Enabling citizens or patients to pre-register for notifications and alerts creates a channel for timely and regular updates that can encourage eligible patients to schedule their vaccinations, while at the same time reducing calls from patients that are currently ineligible. Email and SMS text messages can also be used to target outreach to populations experiencing gaps or lag in immunizations. This can serve as a mechanism to build citizen or patient trust, reduce customer anxiety, and improve information flow. In a pre-registration scenario, candidates are provided a link to a web form where eligibility and pre-registration data is collected: name, email, phone number, age, occupation. Citizens can choose an authorization option for enrollment to receive SMS text or email. If authorized, the eligibility criteria is evaluated on a daily basis. Once a citizen is eligible, SMS text messages and/or email will be auto-generated based on the data collected. This process can be managed through Amazon Pinpoint. Digital Strategy Framework. The Vaccine Information System data flow from the National Governors Association depicts anticipated vaccine distribution and administration processes. 18 Vaccine distribution systems need to facilitate vaccine allocation, ordering, distribution to vaccine administration sites, inventory management, and tracking. Vaccine administration systems need to facilitate scheduling and reminders, and subsequent documentation and reporting for a full end-to-end view of vaccine efforts. In working with public health agencies and health systems, these systems have been consistent in identifying what the anticipated high-level workflow needs to look like as mass vaccination deployments expand. Agencies and organizations tasked with vaccine management seek pre-registration, scheduling, notification, analytics, and in some cases, prepayment functions that are patient-facing via the Omni-Channel that are mobile responsive. High-level architecture. The following figure provides a high-level architecture that includes cloud, AI, and ML technologies to modernize vaccination communication, administration and management. Note that constituents can use multiple modes of communication that fit their needs, including mobile, voice assistant, web clients, or in-person registration. Cloud capabilities outlined in this diagram can help with vaccine data management and reporting for all these communication channels. Cloud digital communication enablers. Conversational AI and cognitive intelligence. AWS services and solutions can add the conversational AI and cognitive intelligence capabilities to healthcare providers and public health agencies, which can automate the tedious and manual processes to improve customer experience. Deploying chatbots on websites, mobile apps, and social media can facilitate proactive communication with targeted segments of patient populations or the general public. These chatbots can effectively handle responses to targeted vaccine-related questions, such as eligibility and scheduling. The Chatbot is one example of such a chatbot. The following AWS services can enable the conversational AI. Amazon Lex is the key building block enabling the conversational interfaces for chatbots using voice and text. Amazon Lex leverages the advanced deep learning functionalities for automatic speech recognition, ASR, and natural language understanding, NLU. Using Amazon Lex, customers can engage user interactions through predefined utterances, recognize the intent of the users, and capture the user responses in predefined slots throughout the conversational interactions. Amazon Lex is built upon the same deep learning technologies that power Amazon Alexa. Amazon Alexa is a cloud-based voice service available on Amazon Echo and third-party devices. Alexa offers a collection of tools, APIs, reference solutions, and blueprints to facilitate developers to build customized Alexa skills for natural voice experiences, the most intuitive way to ask questions. Since fall 2020, Alexa Health increased access for healthcare organizations to create HIPAA-eligible skills with Alexa, allowing them to build skills that can specifically handle protected health information. Alexa HIPAA-eligible healthcare skills have blueprints to support similar use cases, such as coordinating vaccination appointments, remote check-in, and waitlist sign-up, as well as tracking vitals and symptoms. Healthcare providers can develop their own self-service Alexa skills for COVID-19 related use cases. For example, the Mayo Clinic has added an Alexa skill set to Echo and Echo Dot called Answers on COVID-19, which can offer users the latest information about COVID-19 symptoms, prevention, and how to cope with infections, and also perform COVID-19 self-assessment that helps users determine whether they are candidates for testing. Additionally, the managed Alexa skills can hand off the conversation to self-service skills. For example, Alexa Local Voice Search can tell users where the nearest places to take COVID-19 vaccines are, and following that conversation, users can activate customized self-service skills by different healthcare providers who can administrate COVID-19 vaccines to schedule an appointment. Managed AI services offer ready-to-use intelligence using pre-trained machine learning models. The most relevant ones include but not limited to Amazon Translate, Amazon Transcribe Medical, Amazon Comprehend Medical, and Amazon Health Lake. Amazon Translate automates language translation in real time, and enables multilingual chatbot for COVID-19 vaccine communication. An AWS partner has successfully delivered a hands-free voice assistant through automatic speech recognition and comprehension for Houston Methodist Hospital Systems, Omni-Channel Digital Front Door. Modernization of omni-channel communication capabilities will enable public and private health systems to reduce the overhead required to manage vaccination campaigns, and provide flexibility with the changing requirements across various states. Services such as Amazon Connect and Amazon Pinpoint can be utilized in digital user engagement vaccine campaigns to both reduce the friction experienced by patients seeking vaccination, and streamline business operations for related call centers. Amazon Connect is an easy-to-use omni-channel cloud contact center that helps users provide superior customer service at a lower cost. Although Amazon Connect provides full-fledged call center solutions, it can also be plugged into the customer's existing call center system using inbound and transfer contact flows. Once added as an extension, Amazon Connect can provide an automated chatbot experience using Amazon Lex and audio recording capabilities via Amazon Kinesis video streams. The voice recording stored in Amazon Simple Storage Service, Amazon S3, can be further analyzed using AWS Managed AI services for transcription and comprehension of the conversations. Amazon Pinpoint is a flexible and scalable outreach communication service. Users can connect with customers over channels such as email, SMS, notification push, or voice. Customers can segment their target audience and personalize outreach schedules with the right content. Amazon Pinpoint provides visibility on delivery and campaign metrics, which can be used to measure the success of your communications. One of the key components in COVID-19 vaccine management systems is to communicate with the target audience through multi-channel means, such as SMS message or email, to notify and remind them for the vaccination dates and other information. This AWS blog post outlines how to use Chatbot Campaign to check in COVID-19 patient remotely. Similar chatbots can be used to check in people who are scheduled to receive COVID-19 vaccines. Data storage and interoperability as outlined previously, managing immunization information at scale is a major challenge. The AWS cloud can help address this challenge through flexible and scalable storage and databases. The AWS Data Lake solution automatically crawls data sources, identifies data formats, and then suggests schemas and transformations, so organizations don't have to spend time hand-coding data flows. For example, if a user uploads a series of EHRs to Amazon S3, AWS Glue, a fully managed extract, transform and load (ETL) tool, can scan these documents to identify the schema and data types present in the files. This metadata is then stored in a catalog to be used in subsequent transforms and queries. Amazon Health Lake, currently in preview as of the date of this publication, is a HIPAA-eligible service that enables healthcare providers, health insurance companies, and pharmaceutical companies to store, transform, query, and analyze health data at scale. The AWS Lake Formation service builds on the existing data lake solution by enabling organizations to set up a secure data lake within days. Once a user defines where their data lake is located, AWS Lake Formation collects and catalogs this data, moves the data into Amazon S3 for secure access, and cleans and classifies the data using ML algorithms. Some healthcare systems may have interfaces that are proprietary or that conform to older standards, such as Health Level 7, HL7. These systems can fail to achieve healthcare interoperability. This leads to a situation where data is digitally available, but not generally accessible. Fast Healthcare Interoperability Resources, FHIR, which is an interoperability standard for the electronic exchange of healthcare information, addresses this issue. An open-source project called EAR works on AWS is available to organizations to integrate with their products. S3 combined with AWS Glue and AWS Lake Formation act as a centralized data lake for storing vaccine-related information from multiple sources with disparate data formats. EAR provides data interoperability. Amazon DynamoDB, a key-value document database, provides fast access to these documents by storing the patient metadata. Reference workflows and architecture. The following workflows can be supported in a healthcare system using cloud technologies. Registration and scheduling. Pre-registration, demographic data collection, pre-qualification, and screening. Scheduling, vaccination consent form, date/time/location selection. Notifications, first and second dose appointment reminders via SMS, text messages, or emails. Prepayment, insurance information submission and options to collect payments, dispensing and administration. Just-in-time registration/walk-in appointment, consent form capture and queuing system. Vaccine administration, ID validation, plus documentation of lot, vaccination, injection site, and so on. Inventory management, inventory monitoring and tracking, identify doses needed for various locations. Real-time visibility on dosage information, ability to query Immunization Information System, IIS, and/or immunization, IS, gateway post-vaccination. EAS and IS gateway integration, send vaccination, DX, message to immunization registry. Adverse reaction recording, 15 to 30 minutes of observation at administration site, plus post-appointment monitoring. Reporting function, operational reporting, clinical research, flat file extracts, administrative billing file exports. The following figure outlines a high-level workflow for an omni-channel communication system using the AWS cloud. The following workflow steps explain the user experience and solution benefits. Utilize Amazon Pinpoint to segment target population based on when they took COVID vaccine, and schedule campaign to send them daily notifications to track potential immunization side effects. People who received SMS notification can either call a phone number provided to them or reply back through SMS. People can interact with a chatbot designed to collect the side effect symptoms, plus some vital signs including body temperature, blood pressure, and pulse rate. The bot contains the slot types for all the solicited side effect symptoms, plus some common unsolicited symptoms for COVID-19 vaccine in an NIH clinical trial. 13. The collected information is stored in Amazon S3 and can be queried and visualized using Amazon Athena and QuickSight. Conclusion. Given the rising demand for COVID-19 vaccine, cloud digital strategy will play a critical role for vaccine distribution and administration. AWS participated in the recent national forum convened by the CDC on COVID-19 vaccine to share and discuss best practices to help advance the goals of the national strategy for the COVID-19 response and pandemic preparedness. As part of this forum, AWS discussed how cloud digital strategy can help modernize immunization information systems, leverage scalable and reliable call center solutions with AI-enabled assistance, and integrate clinical data platforms for healthcare policy creation. This whitepaper introduced the challenges for public COVID-19 vaccination, proposed a cloud-based framework, and outlined AWS services for AI-enabled omni-channel digital communication to address some of the implementation challenges. Next steps. Adopting the AWS cloud can provide you with sustainable advantages for vaccine system modernization. Our customers in the healthcare space include the Center for Medicare and Medicaid Services, Center for Disease Control, Cerner, and GE Healthcare, among others. AWS works together with your team and your chosen member of the AWS Partner Network, APN, to actualize your enterprise cloud computing initiatives. You can reach out to an AWS partner through the AWS Partner Network. Get started on AI and ML by visiting Machine Learning on AWS, the AWS Machine Learning Embark program, or the Amazon Machine Learning Solutions Lab. Contributors. Contributors to this document include Yuli Hardy, Principal Business Development, Academic Medical Center Team. Srinath Godavarty, Senior Solutions Architect, AWS WWPS. Dang Fu, Senior Solutions Architect, Academic Medical Center Team. Jim Daniel, Public Health Leader, AWS WWPS. Betsy Baker, Public Health Program Lead, AWS WWPS.